Welcome back to the Bdthurs Show. Hopefully you had an opportunity to get a cup of coffee or maybe listen to our sponsors that are also an integral part of bringing this program to you.
Yes, sir.
It's a different group. Those have their own advertisements, the 30-second ads that they prefer that. Then what we call those ours is the
Mentions.
We on the mentions. That's the part that we do. We have a lot of good things. Something I received in the mail from a young man by the name of Andy Adams. He said, "Mr. Dupre, my friend." Boy, he starts off, he's getting to me. He's getting to my heart right away. My friend. He's in the heavy equipment, dozer, backhoe, excavator, and he's trying to expand his business. He's out of Broussard, Louisiana. He can do lot cleaning, tree cutting. He can run some water lines, do some concrete work. I mean, he's what we used to call that, jack of all trades. And sounds like he's got a lot of experience. He said he started working on the equipment, I guess, with his family. It was 8 years old. That kind of sounds like a little Noah for Curry. And Joe Touchette, little Joe Touchette, Mike and Carla's young son. He started about 5 or 6 years old also. So anyhow, Andy's out of Broussard, and his phone number is 837-1320. Give him a call. Sounds like a young man that's going to give you a good deal and probably be very competitively priced. He needs the work.
We got a note from Don Royer down in Lafayette. They're leaving from Cajun Harley-Davidson. That's next weekend. Thursday night, the 24th of March, they're going to have a little jambalaya dinner and an open house at Cajun Harley-Davidson. And then on, I guess, when they leave? Friday, they leave to go to Natchez, Mississippi on motorcycles, all to benefit autism as well. This is kind of Autism Month. We do a lot of fundraising for them. You can call Don Royer on his cell at 303-6418 to go all the way to Natchez, spend the night, and come all the way back. Beautiful ride up there.
We went last year for a motorcycle ride. We pulled the motorcycle actually, and we didn't properly dress for the Sunday, and we fooled our little tootsies, I'll tell you. So if you all are listening, wear some good heavy equipment because it can get real cool up there. It can be as much as 5 to 8 degrees cooler over in Natchez. Spotlighted Chambers of the Month. I see where the some of the people that they've spotlighted is Attorney Jason Mesh and Attorney Chuck Granger of the Granger Law Firm, and that's
our good friends.
The corner of Vine and Market Street, the big almost 3-story home known as the Pavé home. And of course the Boudreaux live there. Old Doc Boudreaux and his 2 boys, Charlie and Big Paul.
All right.
Good morning, Paul and Faye. Hopefully y'all doing well. Chuck has been an attorney for 20 years and Jason for 10. And on the far right, also in this picture, is Mona and Mitch Ewing of the RM Fire Protection, business that was set up by Rodney Meyer, the R&M, many years ago. And I understand that the Ewing family has taken the business to another level. They're located out on highway, interstate, going south on the service road there. Very, very good. They are ranked as #1 of the top in the state, servicing all Louisiana in fire extinguishers, fire suppression systems, paint booths, and vehicle systems.
Excellent.
So, and then there's also Mark Muller and Paula Mills, who are members in the picture, and of course our own Frankie Bertrand, who is the president and CEO. And
Frankie.
Look at that, Miss Frankie keeps us up.
We'll see her at the awards banquet. You're not going to go, huh? We're going to go a little while. We don't have a good time at the banquet, so if y'all come out, you'll see us there. Maybe I'll bring my camera and take you a picture if I see you there.
Oh, how about that?
While you're talking about Boudreaux and Pavé homes, let's revisit a topic from last week. The Lestrapes home with the oak tree. Okay, we were trying to figure out boys or girls, 7 sisters or 7 brothers. And I got a call this weekend. We sent an email to you, so you'd be up to date, from my Aunt Lillian Robinson, who was married to Alec Robinson, who is I guess, great-grandson of Mr. Lestrapes that had that plantation.
That's right.
And she says it was 7 sons.
Sons, that's right. I had always heard of it as 7 sisters, but then that's not correct.
Then she re-verified, because, of course, Ruth Fontenot Ruth Robinson Fontenot had written a history book of all about St. Landry Parish, and she double-checked in the book and read that paragraph to me, so I wouldn't miss either.
So that's
thank
good.
you, Aunt Lillian, for the info.
We thank you. And anytime we kind of in doubt or something, and you know what the proper answer is, by golly, get some kind of way to let us know about it. Because, and if we make an error, don't be bashful. Let us know about that. Because
normally we don't make any errors, so you don't have to call us once every couple of shows.
The 5th annual Opelousas General Health System Foundation Open. That's going to take place March the 28th, which will be in a couple of, Mondays from now? Not this coming Monday.
But next.
But the next Monday. And that's at 1 p.m. shotgun start at Indian Hills Country Club.
And don't forget that foundation is the one that gives the medical scholarships right now. If you go by, you can get probably some forms to fill out for those medical scholarships if you're studying nursing or anything at T.H. Harris, at LSUE, LSU, whatever. The foundation helps fund those things. How about a sponsor again? How about Piggly Wiggly? If you want to go down to your local Piggly Wiggly store, they're all over the place when you see a Piggly Wiggly in Church Point, in Rain, in Scott, Cecilia, St. Martinville, in 2 locations in Opelousas. And this weekend, they got fresh fryer wings, 99 cents a pound. They got pork spare ribs, man, $1.69 a pound, and sweet cantaloupes, $1.88. Go by. Don't forget the peeled shrimp, $4.99 a pound. Right now it's Lent. A lot of people getting, you know what my wife does? You know, I don't like to eat meat on Fridays. They're in Lent. I'm supposed to eat meat. So she'll make me just some pasta, which is not, you know, it's not a huge meal. And she'll put me 1 or 2 shrimp in there, you know, just so I got a little bit of seafood. So I'm not being a glutton, you know, I'm still watching my fast, but I have a little taste of seafood. So those shrimp, well,
sounds good.
What to do?
They're going to be having some raffle tickets on sale for the benefit of various cancer, I guess, centers. Yeah. The Miles Perret Cancer Center, the Cancer Research Foundation, the American Cancer Society, and Coleman for the Cure. And this going to be $1 raffle tickets, and all of the proceeds and the profits will be divided by those I just mentioned.
It's to win $1,000 in cash.
That's correct. There will be a giveaway of $1,000 in cash. And Trina Kirkpatrick sent this to me, and I'm just wonder if Trina's grandfather was Irvin Kirkpatrick, or is that her daddy? I can't place Trina.
And you can get tickets at St. Landry Lumber, Country Meat Block, Donuts Galore, Jim Durio, and the Medicine Shop. So a lot of places. Or you can call her, 692-7850.
And you can get them at Louise's Unfinished Furniture in Lafayette. And I'm sure there's a lot of other places also. But Trina, I just wonder if Irvin Kirkpatrick was your daddy or your grandpa.
Our friend KK.
Yeah, that was his father. Irvin was his father. So that might be her father too. Irvin and I got into a little problem one night when we were in college. We decided
together, not with each other.
No, we got in a drag race.
That's the guy.
I was driving Mom and Dad's '55 Ford, and he had a '55 Chevy. That was the first year Chevrolet came out with a V8 engine.
Who won?
And well, we both
lost.
Well, we got to a high speed, and we started at Girard Park up to Jefferson. That's a long run. I mean, we were going wide open, and we both backed off. And that night at about 11 o'clock, I got kind of shaken in my bed, and it was Mom Peterson. Somebody had reported us. My cousin Bobby Fontenot, Dr. Bobby Fontenot, had reported us, and rightfully so. It was a good lesson. And Dean Abel called us into his office. He met us personally, apologized. That's the type of guy. You know, today they would expel you from college. He says, would a week of punishment of not being able to bring your car on the campus,
you want to teach you a lesson when it causing a hardship.
With a hardship. I said, that would be fine, but I didn't realize he was going to send a letter to Mom and Daddy. So when I got home, Mama had a little tear in her eye. I said, well, what Daddy's saying? She said, well, I already kind of took care of it, but he said, Mama tells me, she said, you always been lucky. I said, what you mean lucky? I said, I got caught, Mama. She said, yeah, but Mom Peterson, she was the house mother. Ramp and Dickie Sutter and I had a room, and she says she wrote a beautiful letter about how good a student you were and never gave her any trouble.
But
and of course, Daddy never said a word. Monday morning when I got ready to leave, I got my little book with my SLI cover on it to go hitchhike right there where Stanford flow covering is today. I walked just a big block. And I hitchhiked that week. And the following week, I had the key to the car and was all over with. Today, expulsion. You're out of college.
In jail and everything, probably with that deal.
Yep.
I was just lucky. When I was coming up, I wasn't fast at all. Never got a ticket or nothing. Okay, let me sneak one more sponsor in. How about Dixie?
Hopefully, Trina will get in touch with me and let me know about
Dixie Storage. All your storage needs. Maybe you got to store your car for a week because you can't go to college in it. They got units big enough at Dixie Storage to take care of that. Put your boat up when you come back from Toledo Bend. Put your RV up. Keep it nice and clean and that refrigerator running, plugged in before you go to that big football game in Dallas with LSU and Oregon come kickoff next year. All that kind of stuff. All your favorite toys. They got rooms to put that. But just your regular stuff too. I know people renovating the house. Maybe got some extra furniture that's going to go with the kids to college. Maybe you're renovating and you're just going to take it out, clean up the house, put it back in. You can do all that at Dixie Storage. They've got units throughout St. Larry Parish, Port Barry-Opus is in Washington.
And they have several apartment complexes also right on Jake Drive near my house. I saw Joey Doucette talking with two of the maintenance men that work for his company, and they were at the site, and I imagine they were cutting the grass and getting the flower beds straightened up for the spring. But they also have a real nice big one in Port Barry and some others, I'm sure.
And trailer spots in Port Barry too. A lot of people like the school system around the Port Barry area, so it's very much in demand. Give them a call. Nice, clean area. And don't forget the sister company, A+ Glass, locations in Lafayette off of University, and right here in Opelousas. If you go east or west, you got to run into it. It's on basically both sides of that highway.
We have time for a few pictures, real quick.
Yeah, let's get it. How about this one? That's a cake my sister made. I guess it was a groom's cake for a wedding. She's got that country cakes catering out in Grand Prairie, and she sent me a picture. She says, take a look at this. It's a cake made like a deer. So if you need a deer, call Country Cakes Catering. I guess you got to, that's Grand Prairie, but I guess that's Washington List, and you can reach her. My little baby sister, Debbie Gilry. And what else I got here? I got another photo. When I say I got another photo, hang on here. Press the button. Yeah, it's a real quick picture here. This is the deacons class with the Diocese of Lafayette. I got a photo they sent me. And two of the guys here in town, Bill Polang and Dwayne Gilbert, are both progressing to become deacons. I think they went to the title of lector, I think is what it's called this. But that's the whole class with our bishop from Opelousas as well. They're not graduated yet, but they're within I think they're within a year of becoming deacons. So congratulations.
If I'm not mistaken, that's a 6-year study period.
Almost like every weekend. The wives have to go for some of the classes too. So I mean, it's a long process. So congratulations to all you guys. And this is not a deacon here. This is Malcolm Lalonde.
Malcolm Lalonde and his helper. He brought his helper to get the beer out the back of the car. Carl. Good morning to Malcolm and Carl. And we were barbecuing some pork steaks that I hadn't cooked over at Mamu on the day before. This was last Wednesday. And thank you, Malcolm. You did a great job, buddy.
KSLO, we'll see you on the other side of 3. And man, Malcolm is chewing on that pork sandwich.
He's getting him a bite. He's hungry.
Now, this is Coach Dautrieve.
Coach Dautrieve.
With Opelousas High School.
Yes, sir. And he was moving some of his belongings from where he lives in Laplace, I think it is, or near Laplace, into a warehouse. And he had some of his students that he coached when he was here 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. He coached these youngsters right here, and they love him to death. And of course, he got a future ball player
right there. Oh, yeah.
That's correct. So thank y'all, Sam and fellas. Appreciate it.
Our friend Buddy Empanado
with the Louisiana State Boxing Commission. He's in charge of the boxing. He's vice chairman in charge of boxing. Alvin Topham is the chairman of our board, and he heads up the MMA and other wrestling events. And this is the gentleman that is the head of the he's the chairman of the Chittamauga Nation.
Oh.
And John